Hi everyone. So in this video, we're gonna activate internal plugins that I'm usually using in my server. So let's go ahead and first log into your WHM. If you're not familiar with logging to your WHM, please go through the playlist in the description below. There should be episode of this course where you're shown how you can log into your WHM. So first is let's go to Clam. I believe we go to manage plugins. And here you can install these apps here, but usually I just use this one. Just click on that and wait for it to be installed. I'll just post the video so it won't be that long. So now it's installed ClamAV for cPanel, and next one is email antivirus. As mentioned earlier, you can install this if you are using this. Just make sure to install only the ones that you're using. So you can install here the calendar here and this as well. So this is a server monitoring I believe app. If you want to learn more about this, just search for the what is all about. So as you can see here, you can click on this one. You should be able to get um, information about this and how you can use it. But normally in my own settings, I only use this one, ClamAV for this. This is for an antivirus within my email whenever I receive. Oh, here is it. Description. Virus protection for email and file manager uploads. So whenever I receive an email and there's a file there they have uploaded there, and also whenever I upload something in my cPanel user, then it automatically scans. But usually, if you have a premium alternative, then you can just use it though. But I just want you to show this in case you are not you're only using, like, for example, later on we will be installing um, another antivirus for your server, which is general antivirus, not only for your file but also for a lot of other things that would protect your server. We will use that, which is, I believe, this one, Immunify 360. There's also a free version for that, which is why if you don't want to buy this premium version, the license of this Immunify 360, which is already um, complete solution along with the firewall of CSF, then you don't have to really install this one. But if you're in doubt, then you can just Google it, and whatever you can check the latest news or whatever. If it's if it's good to have this in your server, but ultimately for me, I don't really use this when I already have the Immunify 360 in my server, because I believe this application or plugin is too heavy. So with all the other plugins that I'm using, like let's say this one, Jet Backup, SitePad, but I don't really use this anymore because it depends upon your business. In the past, I am using SitePad because I've provided reseller hosting. So I want to provide as much service or features to my users or to my resellers, which is why I have an experience on setting this up as well. So these are mostly all the configurations I do along with this third-party plugins. But as told, if you already have this Immunify 360, then you don't have to really. Let's also, by the way, install the CSF. Then you don't have to really install this anymore. But if you're using the free version, then you should install this one along with the CSF. So the next one is we will install the CSF. So let me check on my, let's go to somewhere. Let's go here. If you're a new system administrator, by the way, guys, um, I would recommend that you create a notepad of where you can paste all of your commands, the resources, and errors that you have resolved, so that when you encounter those errors in the long run, then managing your server will be a bit more easier because you have all the notes that you have encountered before. Or even if you haven't encountered any errors in your server, but you have just discovered something, or you have read something in the internet, then you should take note of that in your own notepad. So just like I do, I have a notepad. It's a simple notepad, this one, and then just create and then just paste everything you've learned in that notepad and save it. And over time, put everything you have encountered and the fix, or even the links of those, the codes and everything. So, so next, let's get the CSF install. Excuse me. We can try here within the cPanel docs. Okay, so cPanel, by the way, has a doc here. So let me copy this one. So you can also um, check on this, guys. I will put the link in the description. They have a recommended softwares you can use for additional security. So as you can see here, BitNinja offers security suite that provides protection against multiple forms of, okay, so you can check them out here. CHK rootkit. I believe these are free. This one, this, I think I've tried this before with my, when I used to be a reseller within a server, when I started managing my own server. So they've installed this in my server, but actually once when Immunify 360 has launched, every other security softwares installed in my server, which are getting my server um, bloated, it really helps me out to just use one and very user-friendly software or plugin add-on, something like that. So if you want to actually explore, you can check this documentation here and use them for your own. So as you can see here, here are the Immunify. This is the free version, and this is the premium version. You don't have to actually get the kernel care. Um, Immunify 360 already has that one built in. Linux malware detect. So as for me, if you can get the premium version, the license of Immunify 360, you don't have to get um, all other ones except Cloud Linux. You can also use Cloud Linux. Cloud Linux is something like a cage for your users. So I still use this one along with Immunify and then the firewalls CSF. So here is what we will gonna install config server. We also have the steps here, but I will show you how you can do this one. You can actually go to the website instead. Just go to the website because they have a complete commands here. Ups, excuse. Here. So here, this is what I'm trying to I was trying to search for, because it's simple as the other ones. You don't have to read anything else. So installation is quite straightforward. So the first thing is this. Required IP tables module. Don't worry if you cannot run all the features. So as long as you should run IP table. So you should not run any other IP tables firewall configuration script. For example, if you previously used APF plus BFD, you can remove the combination, which you will need to do if you have them installed. Otherwise, they will conflict. So, okay, guys, um, this config server firewall, they said you don't you make sure that you don't have any other firewall software or add-ons installed in your server. So just like this one, I haven't used this one actually, but I'm familiar with the name, and it used to probably be the popular one before the config server. I'm not really sure, but this is the command how you can remove it. And also, if you have an existing ones, just go to Google and search for it how you can remove it. Let's say, for example, the name of the app, and then remove, how you can remove via SSH. Then just follow the steps. Also, you can actually go to the cPanel forums. You can also search from there, and also in their documentation. That's it. You can install CF installation for cPanel. There is configured to work on those servers with all the standard ports open. Installation running on non-standard port is installation. Okay. Should ensure you can log in human. Okay, so they said that this method of installation is already configured for cPanel and direct admin. Pre-configured to work on the server. Alright, so let's copy this one in our server. So all you have to do, guys, is to copy each line here. And then this. Here. Oops. Actually, you can just copy all this and then paste it there, but for the I just want to show you a better practice, so that in case there's any error, we will know what the error is when it did triggered. So now we will be running the installation script. So as you can see here, installation completed. So now it's whether you have required IP tables, modules. Next, test whether you have. Okay, so then paste this again. So just copy this here, because they're recommending to test if we need a required IP tables module. Okay, CSF should function on the server. Okay, so everything should be fine. Don't worry if you cannot run all features. So as long as script doesn't report any feature, you should not run any other IP tables. Okay, that's it. Reading. Okay, okay. Push files in there. Okay. And okay. So let's go back to our WHM. And then let's try to refresh it and search for firewall. As you can see, you already have it installed. Open it, and then for now it's still testing. So enable test mode. Don't forget to disable testing in the firewall. Strict log disabled. See security warning in firewall. Okay. So next one is we will need to upload the I w- we will not go through all the settings here. I'll just show you how you can restore a backup for the configuration that I have on my own server, so that you don't have to go through this on your own. But I will still probably show you how you can set it up in another video. It will be a separate video, a standalone video, because if I if I show you here, it will be a long video, I believe. So I will probably create a security standalone course for your website, along with using your host security, which is what I do on my own sites as well. I don't really use security features within WordPress. I use WordPress, and instead of installing plugins, security plugins in my website, which actually bloats my website, I just use the firewalls, server-side firewall security, any security software, along with Cloudflare. So maybe in a separate video, I will show you how you can set it up for your own, um, and explain how you can set it up as well. This CSF application or software in your WM. So let me check on my backup here. So let me show you. I have downloaded a backup from my main server, this firewall config backup. So these are all the settings that I have in my own server, and we just have to um, in your um, in your own server, as a new user. Let me wait. So you just have to upload this in this path here. Okay, so let me show you this one. Let's probably use a notepad here. So this path. So when you're using Bitwise as what I've recommended, you only need to log in, and then once you're logged in, um, open this new SFTP window, and it will show you something like this one. Um, it's just a modern another protocol, or another way of it's something like an FTP, like the FileZilla, but it's better. Um, it's better, and it's for servers. So using SFTP, so it's just the same as the FTP. Okay, so when you open it, and then just use this backup application here in your server, paste it there, and then enter. When you enter, you probably don't have these files here. You probably only have the default, or whatever, maybe something like this, or a few files that is already there, a default configuration. If ever you want to restore the default settings of your firewall, that the CSF add-on or software. Then, but these are mine. I've created this in my own server, which is you will gonna have to. I will put I will provide this file in the description below in my blog. You just need to download it and upload it in this location in your WHM or cPanel server. Was told just put it here and then upload it. So let's say for example, download this file in your computer from my blog, and I will put the link in the description. Download it and then put it in your computer. So wherever you have downloaded it, let's say for example, just find it here. Um, let's say in your desktop. Maybe in your desktop. That's probably easier. So once you've downloaded, so let's say for example, this is the one that you've downloaded. Just select it and then right click upload. Make sure that the window here is where you have already navigated in this directory. Okay, then upload it, and once you're done, it should show it here. Just probably refresh it using this button here, or you can just refresh it using this one, right click, the normal way of refreshing. So it should show here, and then once it's showing, let me check, or maybe I'll just show you through the server that we are working on. So let's go ahead and probably log this out. So let me log in within the server that we are doing for tutorial here. This is the server, and log in. So this is how you can do it. So log in, and then once it's already authenticated complete, then click on this new SFTP window. So once you're done there, navigate to the file that you are using, or that you have downloaded the configuration settings or the backup. So let me check where did I downloaded this one. So here is mine. So here, so then select that one, and then make sure that we already have navigated to the path here. It's denied. Oops. Why is it denied? Let me check. Let me check here first, because it's saying denied. Probably I need to enable it first here. Firewall enable. Okay. So um usually before you it shows here a button where you can disable the test mode. So it's saying that we need to disable the test mode through here, the firewall configuration. So here, so as you can see, and let's just turn it off there. and then go to the go down to the very bottom and click on this change, and then restart to finalize the settings. So now it has restarted, as you can see here. So let's return and check if the test mode is already deactivated. Sure clock is disabled. Okay. So let's just probably disregard this for now. And oops. Let's go here. Oh, now I realize. Probably I'm not logged in as a root. That's why I cannot go through. Okay, now I get it. So I'm not logged in as a root. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this is showing because my credentials here is CentOS user. So I'm not logged in as root. So I have to log in as root to upload the file within Bitwise. So what I will do is to change this first using my root credentials, and then I'll be back when I'm done. So now I have already set up my root here. So let's log out. Don't worry about your server, because if you've purchased or if you got your server from Contabo, which is what I recommend, you should be able to have an access to the root credentials right away, and you don't have to actually set it up based on the user sudo user, like what I am using like what I'm using right now. um, I I am not using the root because I've set up this test server from AWS. And if you're actually interested in how you can install cPanel with AWS, which is pretty much simple as well, you can head over to you can search for that in my videos. Just search for AWS, then there should be a video for that. So let me put my credentials and save. As me. Okay. let's try to log in here. So now I can now there's no error anymore. So let's go ahead and copy this. So probably you don't have to actually disable the test mode. You just go ahead over to this directory and click on, but just make sure that you're logged in as a root. So when you're logged in here, navigate to the file that you have downloaded from my blog or from the description below. You can download it there, and then navigate where you have downloaded it. Let's see, where did I download it here? So just click on OK. So here is it. I have several backup here. So this is probably why whenever I launch a new server, I have this. I set up a backup and then just upload it. Make sure you already have opened the directory. So we already have it here, and it should already show as well in our configuration. So let's go back to our config server firewall and click on this one here and click on the firewall profile. So just scroll down a little bit and it should show the file that we have uploaded. So you can create a backup as for the default one. So you can create one to make sure that in case the backup that we want to restore has issue, then we can still restore back to the default one. So let's create one. So whenever you create, it will show you where it is saved. So as you can see here. So this is the directory that we have opened in our Bitwise SFTP folder or section or whatever app. So return to it. So let's go back there. And you also have, by the way, guys, pre-configured profiles here. Let's say you can select here, reset the default. As you can see here, protection medium, protection low, protection high, disable alerts, block all temp, block all permissions, and then apply the profile. But this is the one that is is what I'm using ever since when I used to serve shared hosting service. So just restore it. Select this one. If you want to restore the default service that you were using earlier, then you can restore it here and click on restore backup. So make sure that there's no error here. Restoring. You should now restart CSF then. So there's no error. So let's restart to finalize the settings or to refresh it. So what else do we can set up later on? So here we will go ahead later on there. So we're done with the CSF. So guys, if you want to know or if you want to learn how you can manage the CSF or Config Server Security Firewall, just go over to their site, or maybe there's a lot of tutorials out there, I'm sure, on YouTube or any other blog. I'll put up a complete tutorial how you can manage your server later on once this course is done. Since this course is actually for making money with websites, along with setting up your own server, because it's really important to have your own server when it comes to if you're serious about making money with your website. So that's it for the firewall. Then we can just discuss it later on how you can manage it, but it should be good for by now.